What's up, everybody? Man, it's your boy, Mr. Dugai, coming at y'all with another video, man. And tonight, man, I'm going to talk about tonight's NFC divisional round matchup. You had the Green Bay Packers beating the Seattle Seahawks 28-23 to advance to the NFC Championship game, yo. Ooh, excuse me. Before I get into this video, man, for everyone, if you want to give me a follow on Instagram or send me a friend request on Facebook, I'm gonna have my Instagram and my Facebook information down in the description box. Come give me a follow on the gram. Come send me a request on the book. Come holler at your boy, yo. um, what an ending, man. The Green Bay Packers, man, obviously got out to a big lead. They was up 21-3, then it was up 28-10. And then Russell Wilson, man, displayed his magic, yo. He got extremely hot. Had the ball down 5, late in the fourth quarter, and I think that guy Turner had a critical drop for Seattle, man. That just killed all the momentum they had. And then on the third down play, Preston Smith ends up getting a huge sack, and then Green Bay gets the ball back, and man, that bad man, like Stephen A. called him, Aaron Rodgers, connects on Davante Adams on the third down and then connects with Jimmy Graham on the third down. And that basically was ball game, man, as the Packers was able to go in a victory formation. Davante Adams, man, breaks a Green Bay Packers postseason game record with receiving yards. He had I think I said 160 receiving yards and 2 touchdowns. A guy who was kind of banged up all season. Trust me, I know he was on my fantasy team, so I know he didn't really have as great of a year as Packers fans wanted him to have. But nevertheless, man, it seems like he's healthy now, and he went out there and he just did his thing, man. He just dominated, the Seattle Seahawks secondary. Just a big time performance by him, man. The Packers needed every yard he had to hang on to win this game, man. He's big time, yo. Big time. And the thing about Adams is over the years, he usually performs his best when it's the playoffs, yo. He has good regular seasons, but usually whenever the Packers are in the playoffs, it's usually when he has his best games, man. So he's a big time playoff performer. And this even goes back, to whenever, Jordan Nelson and Randall Cobb was still over there. He pretty much was the receiver, that stood out in the postseason, man. Shout out to him. Big time performance by him. Aaron Jones, man, didn't get a whole lot of yards like that. But, nevertheless, 2 1-yard rushing touchdowns. It's big, man. You got to capitalize in the red zone and get touchdowns instead of field goals. And, Aaron Jones helped out a lot with that with his 2 touchdowns, as he's been scoring touchdowns, basically for the Green Bay Packers all season, man. So, big for him. Aaron Rodgers. What can I say, man? At times it looked like he got to pick himself up off the ground. Looked like he a little old, he a little beat up. But then he comes back, man, and just throws just absolute dimes, man. The way that Aaron Rodgers throws a football is amazing, yo. Just the zip he has, the accuracy he has. He's still an amazing quarterback, man, even at this stage of his career, big time. Jimmy Graham, with the critical catch, going up against his former team, the Seattle Seahawks, who he spent a few seasons with. That had to feel good. And defensively, man, even though they kind of leaked all that second half, man, the Smith brothers, man, Preston Smith and Zadarius Smith, they've been doing what they've been doing all year, man, getting after the quarterback, coming up with timely sacks. And that basically been the difference, man, for them, bro. Good win, man. I know they looked like they was, I picked Green Bay to win, so after going 0-2 yesterday, I was 2-0 today, so that's what's up. Shout out to Green Bay for that. Big time performance, man. Big time performance, man. At Lambeau Field, a hostile place to play. Russell Wilson, this is a guy who he doesn't quit, man. And for Green Bay to hold him off, That's big. That's huge, yo. Going into their game next week against the 49ers. And looking at the Seahawks, man, Russell Wilson, like I said, in that second half was just absolutely amazing. Marshawn Lynch, running the football. I think he got 1 or 2 touchdowns. He was doing this thing. Tyler Lockett had a big time game. DK Metcalf is looking like a future superstar in this league. It was even good to see the Griffin brothers combine on a big sack, third down sack in the fourth quarter. But they just fell a little short, man. Like I said, even though Marshawn Lynch and Homer, filled in solidly, they miss those guys, Chris Carson and Rashad Penny, and Pro Size. Obviously they gonna need, they missing Disley. Disley was their tight end earlier this year, was doing pretty good till he got banged up. Even though Hollister's been pretty decent in his absence. Their receivers, they got some really young receivers, so I think they're okay on that. I think for Seattle going forward, man, they're going to have to solidify the offensive line. Get Russell Wilson better offensive linemen. Dwayne Brown is there, gutted it out playing through injury. But they need other linemen, man, to come in and step up and, give Russell Wilson a little more protection. And defensively, they got, what's the deal with the Clowney situation? Are they going to resign Jadeveon Clowney, or are they going to let him walk and, try to figure out the defensive end spot, elsewhere? But they probably could use one more corner, but good season for Seattle, man. I'm still a little, I ain't gonna lie, I feel a little good. They went down after they took my Eagles out last week, just being petty and hating a little bit. But nevertheless, good season, man. Really good season. Russell Wilson, is amazing, man. And I think they really found, really hit a grand slam on the DK Metcalf, draft pick in the second round, man. Good game, man. Very entertaining football game. Green Bay gets the W. Now it's on for them to the 49ers. NFC Championship as Championship Sunday is now set, yo. And I'm really looking forward to it. But with that being said, man, that's all I got for y'all tonight. Appreciate y'all checking out the video. Go on, hit the like button for your boy and give me a subscribe, man. I'm going to have Philadelphia Eagles and NFL content throughout the year. Also, this coming Tuesday at 6 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Central, 3 p.m. Pacific, I'm going to do a live Q&A. Y'all can come on there, ask me anything, tell me anything. I'll answer your questions, respond to your comments, and give you a shout out on the live, yo. Y'all should join me. It's some good stuff. Until then, man, y'all have a blessed one. Fly, Eagles, fly.